All right, here we are. Day number 1 on Lake Wheeler. I'm boat 84, weighing in at 430. Got a long day. Just trying to catch as many good ones as possible. It's going to be a tough day, but I think I can have fun out there, and that's what I want to do, is enjoy myself. That's how you do the best in these, is have fun and keep just an open mind. I don't know where I'm going to start. I literally don't. I'm just going to go fishing. So try to keep myself around what I think they're doing and catch as many as I can, hopefully crack them all on a jig, and have a good time doing it.
Boat number 83 from Georgia, Caleb Hudson. Boat number 86 from Missouri, Brad.
It was such a beautiful morning taking off on Lake Wheeler, and Lake Wheeler is not the prettiest lake in Alabama, that's for sure, but it's got sections that are beautiful. Up in the river's really pretty, and actually down the lake's got some pretty areas, but right around here is a lot of industrial stuff and a lot of barges, and it's cool how busy Decatur is in a lot of ways, but there's a ton of bass around all this industrial area, and barge types are great current breaks. It's just a lot of stuff to fish. And then of course you got the river ledge with stump rows all over it and drop offs. There used to be a lot of grass there, but it's just a cool place to fish. So I pulled up right here on a stretch that is not really special, I would say, but it's just an area that's got a nice little shelf with a river ledge. And what I was doing is I was fishing for little groups of fish that were swimming in wolf packs along the river ledge. And I was actually flipping a jig at them, which is a lot of fun. It's something I love to do. And here's my first cast of the morning right here. And immediately I get bit. And that was just a great way to start. It was small, but it got my confidence up.
Yes. Not keeping him. He's a baby. There was like 4 more with him. He's super skinny, but I love him. Oh, it's a big body. Big body bass. He's probably a 3, so he might be 3. He's so skinny. Oh yeah, 3 1/4. Man, that feels good. There was 3 nice ones right there, and I've caught some 3s down the stretch in practice. He was on a stump. Not very big, but we got to start somewhere.
I felt a lot of peace going into this day, and sometimes I would just run up the river and stop when it felt right, just kind of looking down the bank, looking for little cut mouths and things like that. Saw something I like and say, you know what, I'm going to try this stretch. Just pull up and start fishing. Everywhere. That's disgusting, but he's a nice one. Gotta rinse his butt off. It's so weird. I pull up on a new stretch and first flip catch one after going like a long time without catching one. That's almost a 2.5 pounder.
It's a 243. Nice one for Lake Wheeler this time of year. He looked so much bigger on the scope. Keeper number 4. He's gonna have to go bye-bye. Pounder on the dot.
So at this point, I just started zipping around to some little stumpy stretches and places in the river ledge, and I was just really looking for an area that had some fish swimming around on it, and I would sit down, fish it for a few minutes. If there was nothing I liked, I'd keep on moving.
Right in the brain hole. Little spotted bass. Pound and a half. Now that's an upgrade.
You know, I really had to make pinpoint casts to get these fish to bite, and I was really doing some unique stuff to trigger them into eating it. It wasn't just, you know, drag the bait around and hope for a bite. And I love doing that. I love when I can get locked in like that and know what it takes to make the fish eat.
That was a catfish. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. That's a big one. He ate that jig so funny that I got him in the bottom lip. That's like, might be a 5-pounder. That's a giant. I thought that was a cat. Okay. $4.65. Calling out a 1-pounder. Number 4 is gone. Wow, that's a blessing. Look at that cull. Oh man, that's cool. I'm not gonna put the tag on him. See you, bud. Oh man. I got almost a little over 13 pounds now. All right, that felt good.
You know, this is probably one of my favorite bites from Lake Wheeler. This fish right here, I was actually swimming my jig to the tip of a tree, watched the fish chase it out, and then killed it and let it fall. And it took a long time to just twitch that bait and quiver it down on the bottom to make it eat. And when it did, I stuck her.
cool decision right there. I haven't caught many on like actual wood that's on the bank. And I pitched it by that tree, and I hopped it and snapped it and like kind of swam it through it. And this fish shot out of the tree and went down on it. And I gave it like 3 or 4 snaps, just really got subtle with it, went donk, and then he went on it and I went donk, and then he smoked it. That's a really good upgrade. That's a 231 calling out a 128, so that's a good over a pound coal right there. That gives me over 14, which is a heck of a start on a stingy Lake Wheeler right now. That's kind of what I was like hoping to catch if everything went right, was 14. And everything so far is going right, and I still have one under a pound, but now I only have one fish that's under a pound, which is huge. Like, I'm one bite away from having what you need to be in this thing, so that's awesome. I think, anyways. That's what I'm assuming. All right. I decided to come up here and give it a shot, but that's good. What do you have? Yeah. Yeah, it was way better than I thought it was going to be back down the lake.
I haven't caught that all week, so.
Yeah. I had 14 one day, but that was like daylight in the dark. So.
Yeah, I probably caught 5. I caught one fish bigger than I caught 15.
Yeah. I got like a 460 something and it shocked me. It was awesome. I got a pound and a half where I need to get rid of bad.
Good luck.
Thank you, buddy. Woohoo! That'll do it.
So this was kind of a wild decision that I made to run all the way up 40 miles to the dam where I had caught some big giant ones in pre-practice. And, you know, I was glad I did it because I caught this nice healthy spot and cold, but it did not pan out because the turbines were different than they were in the actual tournament, you know, from pre-practice. So it worked, but it was a lot of gas burned and really not worth the run.
Oh my gosh, he's insane. That's a pretty one. Good porker. That's the way they're built up here, and there's big largemouth in this area, like giant ones. It's a 267. 5 is gone. Trade. 1528.
So it was kind of crazy how much that area had changed from pre-practice for me. And that's where, you know, second place was caught at the tournament, was up there in the area around the dam. But it was so hard to get those fish to bite in a lot of situations. And so I worked my way back down, caught another nice fish that cold just a little bit here, and then headed back down towards Decatur.
Finally caught one on a minnow. It's not bad. He calls just a little. It's a 243. Number 2 is gone. Not a bad one to be letting go. Thank you. Might make you get back into fishing. It probably will make me buy a boat. All right, I just weighed in. Here's Ross Spina, my longtime friend. If you want to see him on my YouTube, you can go back to videos from like 400 years ago on my YouTube page. He made them from Banks Lake in Washington. He actually edited them and all that stuff. So, but I'm in 12th place right now, and we'll see. The weigh-in's almost over. It was a good day. I got it all on camera, Ross.